Before the jury's in, the articles in the scrapbook are not being offered for the truth, uh, says Shapiro. Um, the defense, the district attorney say the article that says Combs wanted to get to the bottom of Biggie's murder, but the feds are investigating us. They've been trying to get this in. If it went back into the jury room as evidence, it could be prejudicial to the prosecution. But to let the jurors look at it as a demonstrative, and the DA says, if they flip through, okay. If it's passed around, we want a limiting instruction. The judge said, who's going to cross-examine? Who's going to be cross-examining Mia? Mr. Steele will be. What if we redact the part about Biggie's murder? It's more than that. You can see the articles are not relevant to this case. It's that the scrapbook was put together. The judge says, you've been given some leeway. I'll leave it to you. And Brian Steele says, I don't want to waive the issue. Thank you. The judge's social media posts, there's an objection. I'll overrule it. The text messages, my sense is there are parts in the threads that are hearsay. District attorney says, verse 1, good looking. I appreciate you, bro. They are trying to show that the defendant was what the defendant was going through. Some heavy-ish, and that's why he was asking this way, says the DA. The judge says, what about her smelling her own armpit? I don't think that's relevant. Okay, 401. At 8:55, the defense sent me a slew of message about Deonte Nash. They should be excluded. Mr. Donaldson, what are these? We want 2 photos in. The rest are for impeachment. Are they trying to impeach somebody? I was told of the photos last night. That's fine, says the district attorney. The judge said, all right, bring back Nash back in, and then our jury. We rebooked this witness flight for 2 p.m. We are hoping he will be off the stand in time to make the flight. All rise. How are you? Blessed, says Nash. This is the stylist that was on yesterday. I guess they on the cross. Mr. Nelson said, DX 1806. These are 1806. These texts are from you, right? What is Capricorn's clock role in 2011 with this mixtape? Oh, she was gone. What did she work on? What did she work on when she was there? Maybe the photo shoot you guys showed yesterday. I learned a lot from Capricorn, actually. Do you recall a picture of Cassie and green hair? That was a group idea. I walked the carpet with Cassie in New York at the VMAs. It was a curated look. You had to get approval? Yes, from Puff. You said Mr. Combs was kicking Cassie on the ground. The unfortunate eye gash incident, correct? Yes. You didn't tell the prosecutors she was kicked while bleeding? They didn't ask. I only answered what they asked. You know Cassie was in a relationship with Kid Cudi while she was in a relationship with Mr. Combs, right? Oh, okay. You didn't know? I thought she and Puff had broken up. Cassie was in South Africa. You were at Revolt Conference in Miami, correct? Yes. I was there to style Little Kim. So yes, I put her together with Michael B. Jordan. I mean, he fine. She fine. Why not? Oh, wait, hold on. So Gina was in Miami too? No. You don't put that on me. They kept me away from seeing Gina. Cassie got upset. She said, why does he keep humiliating me in my career? She was upset? Not really. So you set up with Michael B. Jordan. Yes. And Mia drove it home, making sure she had his number. Hey, yo, bro. So Cassie's with Diddy. And his staff, I'm assuming this dude is gay by the way he acted, right? And his staff is hooking her up with other celebrities or other men. They ain't even got to be celebrities. What? So a bad boy employee set her up with Michael B. Jordan. That's Michael B. Jordan. Don't mess that up. Do you know Andre Branch? No. You were aware that Cassie was in a relationship with Andre Branch. Oh, the cute football player. Yes, but I never met him. Yeah, this nigga's gay. And then 2016, with Brandon of the NFL, the NBA, sorry. Yo, this girl could not keep her legs closed for nothing. Diddy, why did you deal with this girl for so long, man? I Diddy was trying to make a hoe a housewife. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it, Diddy. Like, bro, she is screwing everything, bro. From the actors to rappers to sports athletes. Like, God damn, Cassie. Diddy, man, you was supposed to leave her alone, nigga. She is for the streets. In these texts, you talk with Cassie about Michael B. Jordan. You say, no one better say ish to me. LY. What is LY? Love you. Or maybe it's a typo. LY, no, everything. I don't remember. I'm sure we were being antagonized by your client. Oh, you want to put it on Diddy that you hooked her up with Michael B. Jordan, my nigga? Come on, knock it off. Was Cassie upset by Gina? She saying, girl, let's go out and do our own thing. Do what she want to do. Actually, we are both pretty chill. Stayed in the house a lot, but that would be fair. Let's read these messages. You do blue. Oh, you got some names in here. Just go ahead and read it. Where are you going? Donaldson. Where are you going? Secret trip out of town? Girl. And he laughs. Good friends don't pry. That's not my method. I just replied, girl. Highlight the green part. Cassie is telling you October 30th, 2013, after the incident with the cut on her face, she says, I already been turning up too much. You say you saw her with the black eye on FaceTime around the time of the Intercontinental. Here's the other thing, y'all, that Gene said today, right? Now that I mentioned the Intercontinental. Yesterday when I did that live with the white dude and the day night dude talking about Gene was there at the Intercontinental Hotel with Diddy when they allegedly had this dude bring the young girls from the Lenox Mall over to the Intercontinental. Gene says today, yo, the Intercontinental Hotel was beneath us. We never stayed there. Now, if you've been watching me covering this whole Diddy trial, how many of y'all heard them say the Intercontinental in Buckhead was one of the hotels that Diddy used when he was in Atlanta? How many times have that been stated in this trial? At least 5 times, right? And here it is again, right? Gene said, we never stayed at the Intercontinental. It was beneath us. He's lying again, y'all. In this trial, they named the hotels that they stayed. In LA, they named the ones I can't think of right now. I think it was like Mirage or something like that. I can't the Beverly Hills Hilton or the Beverly Hills something in California. In Atlanta, it was the Intercontinental Buckhead. And here they are saying it again today. And Gene talking about they never stayed at the Intercontinental in Buckhead. He's lying. It is in this trial. So Cassie said it. I think Capricorn said it. Who else said it? Cassie said it. Capricorn said it. Who else said it? It ain't important. But here it goes again. G said Diddy and them never stayed at the Intercontinental. Never. It was below them. Now he looking guilty with the white boy thing, and I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Now that he lied again. You say you saw her with a black eye on FaceTime around the time of the Intercontinental. Nah, I saw it in person. When her makeup would wear off, you could see it. Let Mr. Donaldson ask the questions, says the judge. You read these. After Cassie says, this end is wasted, we both did the same. It says, is there a lot of people there? Oh, it's talking about a Gwen Stefani song. He said, take your broke ass home and ride into the sunset. And we did. Did she mention to you about having threesomes with other men? No, she didn't tell me. I wish I could be in the courtroom to see this nigga. This nigga is super sassy. Mr. Nash, read that to yourself. Then lift up. On May 10th, 2025, you told the government the videos came from her phone. No, I told him that he would tape her on her phone. Isn't it true? She said videos were from her phone. He would record her on her phone. I stand firm on that. Nigga, how would you know that? You say Mr. Combs said, you won't do this one thing for me? Yes. You said Mr. Combs pointing in Cassie's face and the blind dragon, right? But you never told the government, right? This is the first you saying this at trial, right? I guess so. I gave them very little by phone. She said she didn't want to go. You helped pick her clothes for court. Yeah, but she couldn't fit anything. She needed clothes. For the pregnancy? Right. On that Friday after she finished, she called you and said, I'm done. It wasn't like that. Did you get Cassie super high? What? No, I didn't. Mr. Nash, this 29th birthday, you say she packed sex toys in her duffel bag from her bedroom, right? Correct. Let's see. That's not my computer. Mr. Combs said, this 29th birthday, you say she packed sex toys in her duffel bag from her bedroom, right? Correct. Mr. Combs didn't say grab the sex toys. They were going on the golf cart. Let's talk about Las Vegas, New Year's Eve 2016 to 2017. You said you were told Cassie was sleeping all day. Correct. Put up Exhibit DX 1847 for the parties only. What is this? Cassie. The low budget producer you mentioned was there. Yes. Right next to me snoring. You say Cassie told you another man was coming over and asked you to leave. Yeah, both of us. And your reaction was? Yes. You saw a man walking around, knocking on the door, and they let him in, right? Yes. They were not drugs, right? They were not doing drugs, right? We were doing them. We were doing them in our separate places. Once I started working, I just started going. I was packing my 10 body bags. Then they went to a hotel again. She didn't tell you she didn't want to go, correct? Actually, she said she wanted to stay home and work on her music. Read the green. Enjoy y'all time together. Y'all don't get much of this. Yo, man. Wait. Yo, why is all these people say, yo, this dude was just dressing Cassie for the trial, which means he speaks to her now.